All right, well, this is one of my favorite poems, so I'm going to read this. All right, moment. Sitting here on the yellow couch in Lincoln with the room reflected back in the windows, shining, after Galette, after ginger snaps. Sam plays a sonata. I am not really listening to a conversation about the neighbor whose husband just died, but I am feeling pleasant toward my sister-in-law. I leaf through a book John has just said I can have, a fat book full of definitions, a Greek word that means the moment that fate finds you. I think about the moments that fate has found me. I think about one such moment, the one when I rose up out of the darkness of the anesthetic, fresh from my shock and my seizure, to find two of my psychiatrists looming over me, the skinny one and the one with the bow tie. They told me to check into the hospital, and I did not. As a result, things happened which should not have happened. That was a kairos, a flaw in my breastplate through which the killing blow came. A later meaning of kairos, a decision point, an opportune time. The moment at the tea stop in Porter Square, 1997, when I left off kissing my ex-boyfriend and went instead to meet my future husband for our first date. That kind of moment. I don't know what to call the current moment, though. The book, the dark kitchen, the orange chairs, the pond outside. Just to sit and feel something other than sadness or fear. Such moments are strung like pearls in a long chain of pebbles and thorns, blue moons in a calendar full of black suns. Here it is, prope, translated to Latin, momentum. Via Archimedes, says the book, the small quantity that tips the scales. That was about a moment when I was sitting and everything felt okay to me. And I have like rapid cycling bipolar type 2, and it's hard to treat, and I don't stay in one place very long. So these moments when I'm just like, okay, everything is fine, are very few and far between. So they really are these kind of blue moons, and everything else is a black sun. You know, I'm up here, I'm down here, I'm mixed around. It's, you know, a whirlwind. So I wanted to write about that experience, and at the same time, you know, these other experiences which were, you know, these powerful moments in my life. You know, this time I just received electroconvulsive therapy, and I had these two doctors who told me to check into the hospital because I was too manic they thought that I was manic and needed to be treated for it in a hospital setting. And I had things to do, I didn't listen. You know, why you wouldn't listen when two doctors tell you to do something is a mystery to me, but that's part of the mania, right? Like, you don't always take your doctor's advice. I think I've learned from that, but that was a very powerful moment where I think I wish that things had gone differently at that time. And the moment when I chose to meet my husband for our first date was fundamentally sort of the best decision I made in my life. Like, I've been with him for almost 19 years now, and he has survived my mental illness with me. He has loved me. He has been there for me through many things, and he is a wonderful, amazing person. So that sort of, like, if I think about moments that stand out in my life, you know, there's like, that was a powerful moment. And then I wanted to play with the words. I was reading about words, and these were, you know, beautiful meanings, just this ancient, you know, kairos, this ancient word that actually was used in Homer, to express, like, you know, a flaw in a breastplate, you know, through which a killing blow came, which for me, that was that moment. It was like a flaw, like I had a flaw in my mind. I didn't listen to my doctors. There were some killing blows that came as a result of that. I survived them, but that was what that moment was for me.